A pleasant good day to all. My name is Coomansingh and this is my video submission for the Information System Security Group assignment alongside my group members Joseph and Johndel Telesford. For my topic, I shall be speaking about phishing with a PH, its definitions, as well as giving a short example of one of the subsets of phishing. Now, what is phishing? Phishing is a form of social engineering which encompasses an attack on information security through the psychological manipulation of people. More defined, phishing is where a malicious individual may pose as a legitimate company or a legitimate entity in order to extract personal and confidential information from persons. There are many different forms of phishing. However, the standard form of phishing is where a malicious individual, through email, will pose as a legitimate and authorized company or entity in order to extract personal and confidential information from someone. There's also spear phishing, which targets a specific group or niche of persons. There's also whaling, which just targets high-ranking individuals, mainly CEOs and anyone of that stature. And there's also vishing, which I shall show an example of. To be plain, vishing is the phone counterpart for the standard form of phishing, whereby instead of using an email to perform a malicious activity, they're going to use a phone instead. I'll demonstrate an example of this, showcasing how easy a malicious individual can gain confidential and private information from an unsuspecting individual. Hello?
Hello, good day, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Excellent. I'm calling concerning a recent transaction at Scotiabank.
Yes, I made a deposit last Friday.
Alright, sir. After doing an assessment of our systems last week, we found an anomaly and we would like to verify transaction information.
Okay, sure, that's no problem.
Perfect. Please bear with me as I have to verify all the information. May I please have your name?
My name is Coomansingh.
Address?
Munjaloo, St. George's.
Your phone number?
1473-444-1234.
Email address?
Sean@iss.com with a capital S.
Perfect. I got that all down. Thank you very much. Now it's time for the card information.
Sure, let's do it.
What kind of credit card is it?
It's a Visa.
The expiry date?
February 2025.
The CVV code or the three numbers on the back?
473.
Perfect, sir. Only two more things, with the first being your credit card number.
It's 2345-1357-9876.
Alright, and finally, the amount you deposited.
1,000 EC dollars.
Excellent. That was everything. You'll receive an email confirming your transaction. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
You too. After the phone call concluded, in the coming days, all of Sean's money was siphoned out of his account and he was quickly left with nothing. I hope this video was informative and shows you the dangers of phishing and vishing, and to never release any confidential or private information over the phone or over email. Thank you.
This is Julian, a young, prominent doctor. After checking his bills, he threw away the bills without a second thought. This is Jalen, a hacker who is no stranger to computer fraud. And with just a couple clicks, the doctor has become his next victim. Not knowing it was a phishing email created by Jalon, the doctor went ahead and updated his password.
Because other than your daughter and your precious soccer club, Dutch Boy was all you ever gave a damn about. And it was. You took care of it.
Wait. I didn't make no purchase using my PayPal account. $10,000. What now? No, I have to go and call the bank, man. That don't look right. We can never make no purchase. Then we can mistake with my account, man. Right now, pause.
This is just one of the simple ways you can be a victim of identity theft. Let's break down what the young doctor did wrong. Firstly, he disposed documents with sensitive information incorrectly. Those documents should have been shredded or burnt. Secondly, he was quick to change his password without verifying the email's authenticity. You can do this by checking the sender's email address and comparing it against other emails sent by that company. If there is a link in the email, hover over it to verify the link's address. Also, phishing emails always seem to tap into your fears, either talking about urgency, giving you a time limit, or some type of consequences. So my friends, be aware and be safe.
Welcome to Grenada Broadcasting Technology that will bring to you new information every week on cybersecurity. Today we have a special someone with us. He's a hacker. Can you tell us a little bit more of yourself, please, and educate the public on what you do?
Thank you, Shane. So I am a professional hacker that is specialized in performing DDoS attacks. So before I explain what DDoS means, I would first like to explain what DOS attack means. DOS attack is denial of service attack. It basically prevents a user from gaining access to internet-based services. It also hijacks a server. It also causes port overloading, and it also prevents wireless authentication. So a DOS attack would probably use a single computer to flood a server with packets, whereas a DDoS attack, which is distributed denial of service attack, would use multiple computers to target a single server. So there are 3 types of attack I'm going to talk about under the category of DOS and DDoS. So the first type of attack I would like to talk about is called ping of death. So what ping of death does, it sends more than the packet size. So when the fragments are added up, the server will not know what to do with those packets and will probably most likely crash. The maximum amount of packet is like 65,534 bytes. So the second attack I'm going to talk about is called reflected attack. What reflected attack does is that it tries to trick the host into answering its own questions. So it will like, an example can be like, I want to enter this place. There's a question that is asked before entering this place. So I will try to initiate a connection, and then I will try to initiate a second connection by asking my friend to ask the person the same question, and then the person will probably provide an answer, and then they will tell me, so I will be able to get access to that place.
Oh, okay.
The third type of attack is called email bomb. Email bomb basically is an attack where bombardment of emails is sent to an intended address, which might overflow that seeks to overflow their emails. It will use botnets or multiple bots in order to send the emails. This attack will not only make the person miss important information or important emails, but it will also slow down the server.
Okay, so can you give an example of one of the 3 you mentioned?
Okay, I can give an example. I would give an example of a simple ping of death attack. Okay, I'm going to show you an example of how people used to ping back in the days, or how ping of death was like. So ping of death, so like over here we have a loop. In the loop we have the IP address I'm using is the source computer or the host computer. So we have like 65,500 bytes for each ping. So yeah, let's try that. So I saved this this file as a batch file, or you could just save it as a CMD file. And let's see. So as you can see, it's pinging. Let me see if I could task manager. This may not work because of Microsoft updates to its operating system, and also routers have firewall now that prevents multiple packets from affecting your network. And there you have an example.
Okay, it's a pleasure talking with you. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Alright.